When he's going, he can be a handful.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch four, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him." Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier.
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron accustomed to playing the four, arguably now his best position. And for J.R. Smith, he's got all the tools offensively. It's his decision-making, Steve, that I think has probably limited him from greater responsibility.
That's why I think he's better in an instant offense role where you can sit him down if he starts to freelance and do too much. But they call him J.R. Swish for a reason. He is always dangerous.
Here's Bargnani to end the run. And it's Anthony getting it to go. Anthony's got 12.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second-chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
James kicks to Smith. Mozgov down low, defended by Bargnani.
Keeping up the pressure here. I like that. When you have a lead, don't let up.
Yeah, this game could be over soon if they keep pounding it the way they are.
The feed to Anthony. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You know, with the Knicks having a frustrating start to the season last year, you could see it really get to Melo. It bothered him a lot, but I'll tell you what, he turned all that frustration into something special when he went for 62 points in a game in New York last season.
And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
James dishes to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to James. Smith's got 5 points so far. And guys, believe it or not, with Melo, the 62 he put up that night was a record in that arena as he knocked off one of Kobe's records with that just incredible performance.
Well, when he hit that half-court shot to give him 37 at halftime, I mean, you could feel something was in the air. I tell you, there have been a lot of amazing performances in that arena, but this might have been the best I've ever seen.
Taken away by Anthony. And the pass to Galloway. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Love. Knocked away. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Misses from short range. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the paint. James outside. AC with the rebound. AC's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks to Carmelo. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Galloway. He's covered by Irving, and he lays it straight in. 10 points for him.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Smith against Hardaway. Smith kicks to James. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. And again, it's Cleveland. New York shooting around 41% on the night. Outside Anthony. The tray. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
And it's good. And it's 7 points for Smith.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a A huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Anthony, the pass to Bargnani. Doubled by Smith. Here's Mozgov. He has 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record, or if not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
Irving, good.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Larkin dishes to Calderon. Hits it from 3-point range. Calderon's got his 2nd bucket tonight. And you know, you look at the coaching carousel, the profession has perhaps never been more volatile. You're getting ready to enter that yourself. A real shakeup right now, and hopefully it settles down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity, Kevin. So many changes, and so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that volatility won't be going on in the Bay Area. Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. James covering. Back to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Mozgov. And Aldridge sends it back. Here's Larkin. Calderon with it. He's picked up by Irving. Doubled by Smith. Feeds to Smith. The shot, no good. Good D by Love.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Well, J.R. Smith, a guy who can take your breath away with his talent one moment and then exasperate you the next. Unbelievable talent, but he can be erratic offensively, especially with his shot selection.
Calderon kicks to Larkin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team value skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
And of course for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy. Start to finish.
And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or 2 where he plays, you know, 7. 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest, and it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. It was Amundsen, he's checked in for the Knicks. Irving out to Smith, deflects the pass. Back to Irving. Shoots from the baseline. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Calderon for three. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
I remember last season when Tyson Chandler had remarks about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him even in his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
And I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
And a wide open look for Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Larkin, the pass to Calderon. The three-pointer, no good.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
The drive by Anthony got that one up quick. Anthony's got 26.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
They swipe it.
And we'll get a look now at some of the stats, some of the numbers for Smith. Last season's stats for him. Last year averaged 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Yeah, he doesn't need a lot of time to make an impact with his shooting ability.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Right side Irving. Right side Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Irving's got 12 now in this quarter.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. It was something they needed to address in the offseason, and they did.
Into Smith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And, you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. The Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
Love kicks to Irving. A minute 42 left in the third. Back to Love. Out to Smith. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Calderon dishes to Carmelo. Here's Larkin. He kicks it to Amundsen. Calderon in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it
like he has so far in this quarter.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
They double him with Irving. So it's the Cavaliers now. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Mygm. The shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. Smith with it. Guarded now by Irving. And he gets it to go. Calderon's got 6 here in this quarter.
What a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
That's his second personal foul. Team is
No good on the free throw.
shooting for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's tipped. Here's Larkin. 6 points for him. There's the triple. Calderon, no good. The shot misses. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween.
Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Lexi Shved is out there with Earl. Then there's Amundsen. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. On the wing, Irving. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shved with it. There's the screen. He dishes it to Amundsen. Shved, the pass to Thomas. Irving with the steal. Rebound by Shved. The Knicks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pass to Early. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Early. Cavaliers with the rebound. The drive by Smith. Mygm kicks to Irving. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 38 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those. Days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Now here's Shved. He's covered by Irving. Shved, the pass to Early. And Thompson sends it back. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And on the way from Irving for 3. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Irving. Smith outside. Shot from the wing. And good as it just... Tugs right down through the net. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Up top, Shved, covered by Irving. Amundsen comes up empty down low.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
For three, Love, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. Look at China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time zone.
And so here is New York. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Early shot's good. Now here's LeBron. He's one assist away from the double-double.
Yeah, we have seen some tremendous passing from him.
Irving for three. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his... fifth rebound right now in the game. Thomas dishes to Aldridge. Here's Shved, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
LeBron kicks to Robinson. Misses the three. Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Aldridge, the pass to Irving. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his...
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, the league has taken some steps to pick up the pace of the game. Over the last decade, we've seen a lot of rule changes with hand checks and zone defenses and tightening up flagrant foul rules and physical play in general.
Free throw good, Aldridge.
Oh my God, I just got that.
No good on the second free throw. And back to that move by the league to speed up the game. It doesn't seem like the league is done.
Yeah, you know, and I think more can be done, Kevin. Cutting down on timeouts. You see in soccer, they just run a little sponsor banner in the corner of the screen while the ball is in play. Continuous play. Continuous play. Reduce the number of free throws.